I don't know why, but it disturbs me to a level I cannot fully express. The fact that the controller vibrates while he's peeing. It's so unpleasant. Alright, let's get through my mail. What do you think of the chiral boots? I haven't tried them yet. I'm saving them for a special occasion. She says, "Thank you for everything you've done for us. I've been wondering, how are those chiral boots of yours holding up? My daughter's the one who made them, in case you don't know. I'm not too sure how they work myself. Something about beryllium coating making them extra durable. I'd be worried about chiral contamination myself, to tell the truth, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't wear them, and just held onto them as a keepsake. Having said that, if I know anything about you, Sam, you're going to want to try them on out at least once. You strike me as someone who values the practical over the ornamental. My daughter made several pairs like that, you know. She is really quite something, isn't she? Anyway, if you do decide to take them for a spin, let me know how they treat you." I don't think I can actually reply, so yeah. Oh, actually, I've missed some. Sorry, those are only the ones I hadn't checked. I've actually got a few more I've got to read. All right. Starting with the film director, the amazing potential of hologram generators. I apparently scanned through these but didn't read them, because they're not grayed out. "I'm grateful to you, Sam. It really was you every time. I've got to say, joining the UCA has opened up a real treasure trove of data, but it seems I'm not the only one who's got some new toys to play with. Have you given your Odradek's new hologram generator a try?" I haven't, actually. In fact, I don't actually know how to do that. I should try it out. It's pretty amazing. Not only do the grams look just like real rocks, they don't get picked up by mule scanners either. You can even use them for concealment. It's not unlike the technology and techniques we once used to make old movies, light and shade, optical illusions. But this level of realism is something else. I'll let you in on a little secret. I used a hologram generator to sneak into a mule encampment and shoot some footage. They had no idea I was there. It's amazing what kind of shots you can get when no one knows you're filming. It's also a little unethical, in my opinion, to film anyone without their consent or even knowledge. In fact, I've decided I'm going to use the same technique to shoot a whole movie. I'm going to call it The Great Deliverer. You've already got your own... I've already got you down for a starring role, Sam. You won't disappoint me, will you? I will sue you into the next century. If it were me, I would have a serious problem with being filmed like... If you've ever worked in the film industry ever, you need consent forms, you need permission, you need... like, all kinds of, like, protection of people's privacies if you want to shoot. You can't just take the camera out into the street and start shooting people, and you certainly shouldn't, even if you want to. I have a big problem with that. Hey there, Sam. Port Knot City is growing by leaps and bounds. I told you all about those cranes and whatnot before. Well, that was only the beginning. These days, there are so many containers coming in and out of the distro center that it's a challenge just to get to the front door. We've been working really hard to increase our productivity, and I'm proud to say that, as a result, all our exports to other distro centers and way stations are increasing all the time. That means, of course, that we're importing more in return as well. This must be what it feels like to put the country back together, right? Bringing people together, building up the UCA. I used to think it was all a pipe dream, but I see it happening now, bit by bit, every damn day. We even get bot deliveries out here now. If that's not a sign we've been pulling our weight, I don't know what is. Anyway, I heard some of the bots were assigned to you. I hope you're making use of them. I mean, it's thanks to you and the Chiral network that they're even viable in the first place. I tell you, I don't know what we'd do without your help. Speaking of which, at Lake Knot, I should send a bot down to somewhere on the road network around here. If I can. Yeah, the racetrack. I've seen a thing or two about this. Hey Sam, how are your deliveries going? Listen, I've got something important to tell you, and you'll want to hear this, I promise. Ever since I came to the distro center, I've been hearing rumors about a dream racetrack. Sounds like there were plans to build one near the Timefall Farmer's place back in the day. You know what that is, right? Anyway, it seems it was the founder of Fragile Express who had the idea in the first place. Yes, turns out Fragile's old man was crazy for motor racing. Who knew? Not me, because that's not been mentioned. Anyway, the idea was that the racetrack would attract crowds from Lake Knot, South Knot, all over. Some of the local preppers would come along too, no doubt. Would have been quite a sight. Man, just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. Know what I mean? Seems like they made good progress too at first. Everyone worked together and they managed to get the racetrack terminal set up in double quick time. Of course, then the goddamn terrorists had to get involved and ruin everything, and the racetrack of everyone's dreams never became a reality. But maybe that's about to change, because we've managed to get our hands on the original design data, and what's more, it seems like it's still good to go. That's right, just donate the necessary materials you would like to any other structure, and your racetrack dreams will come true. I wish I could be the first to burn that baby up, but they still need me here, so that's that. Still, if there's one guy I'd be happy to see take to the track in my place, it's you, the great deliverer himself. Oh, and you won't have to trundle around the racetrack in one of your trucks either. Sounds like a sleek little number known as the Roadster will become available for fabrication if your results are good enough. I desperately want that. The driving in this game is pretty good for the most part, so I'd like to give that a go. I'm getting ahead of myself. The first thing you need to do is find the racetrack terminal near the Timeful Farmer's place and donate the necessary materials. Good luck, Sam. I'm looking forward to seeing you race into the sunset and into a bright new future. I'll have a look at that. Junk dealer, thanks for delivering the prototype. Sam, I heard you delivered the samples we provided. Thanks for that, we really appreciate it. I know it was probably weird for you, me and her being separated and all, and I'm not going to pretend I wasn't a stupid arsehole about everything. Anyway, just wanted to say that we're grateful, and I hope the stuff comes in handy one day. By the way, we've got a few more designs we're working on, so if you like the look of that kit, drop by our shelter for a gander. Hopefully, the things we're working on will prove useful, if not to you, then to someone. See you around, Sam. So I've got to go back to the junk dealer as well. The cosplayer. Be sure to use your otter hood. That otter hood I made for you is pretty special. I know because I tested it out on myself. By putting it on, you can transform into an otter, and I'm not just talking about your appearance. You literally become one with the water. What? Are you... What? What? Sorry, what? Did you notice that I even put a Bridges logo on it for you? That's proof that no one else has done anything like it. I'm so happy that I'm able to help support your work. Us humans should strive to live in harmony with nature. We won't survive for long if we're always fighting against it. We need to go with nature's flow, surrender ourselves to the natural rhythms of the world. That's what I think anyway. That's why I got into cosplay. I want to lose myself in a character, let the character take me over. Some people just think it's an excuse to wear fancy clothes, but they're missing the point. It's about the art of transformation. We should all embrace our place in the world. There was a time when I tried to stay apart from it, but after meeting my beloved, my eyes have been opened, and that's why I've decided I'm going to sign a contract with Bridges and see where that takes me. Okay, nonsense about, like, being one with nature. What the fuck do you mean I'll become an otter? And here's Conan O'Brien asking me, when I was younger, I was something of a professional host. I travel all over the country and speak at events. Meet interesting people too, and so on. In my own little way, I was helping to bring America together too. I really believed that. Sure, I was scared of the BTs, but I had lots of porter friends, and we used to travel together from city to city. They called me the Wandering Host. I remember the first time I was asked to take part in a cosplay event. I didn't really understand the concept at first. But that event opened my eyes and showed me how wonderful cosplay could be. Most people are skeptical, but it's something you can't understand unless you've experienced it for yourself. A total transformation into someone or something else. I was an instant convert. I started running my own cosplay events, trying to get everyone to see how amazing it really is. It was at one of these events I met my girl. Her costumes are incredible on a whole other level. It's not just her technique either. It's her spirit, her soul. She's transcended onto a higher plane. Anyway, she's the one who made the otter hood. Maybe you've already noticed, but putting that thing on will pretty much turn you into an otter. So that's sure to be useful at some point, right? I want to share her passion with the whole world. That's why I persuaded her to hook up to the Chiral Network and join the UCA, and join the UCA the next time you drop by. With my people's skills and her designs, we'll get the whole country on the cosplay train before you know it. I got no interest in cosplay personally. I have absolutely... have never once I don't know what they're talking about there. That sounds like complete nonsense to me. But the otter thing, I'm going to have to put on that otter hat and see if I actually turn into an otter. Or if that's just some kind of weird... if it's some kind of illusion or... It can't be right? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, the chiral artist, we got married. How are you holding up, Sam? You must have walked more than 1,000 miles by now. Don't sing it. Don't sing it. Don't you dare sing it. Well, try not to let it get to you. I'm sure it must be lonely work. Well, anyway, I wanted to get in touch and tell you that we got married. I know, who gets married in this day and age, right? But through the chiral network, we were able to get in touch with a priest. And we said our vows, and that was it. Silly, maybe, but it seems to have brought smiles to a few faces, so thanks for making it possible. We owe you more than we can say. A priest specifically, well, you know. Fair enough. I mean, you'd have to get in touch also with a government official to make it, like... But there's not really a government there, so I guess religious is all you can really go for. Two atheists wanted to get married. They'd just be like... Do you think we should just say we're married? Please look out for them. Dear Sam, wonderful news. My daughter's getting married, although you've probably been wondering... Oh, though you've probably been wondering, we're not related at all. I've never even been married, let alone had any kids. You don't need to have been married to have had kids, but okay. I took her in 5 or so years back after her parents died, but she could barely speak a word of English. Her parents had been Japanese. There we go. Okay, they actually answered that. I thought they were just gonna be kind of blasé about the whole accent thing. I wasn't even... I was thinking it was a bit weird originally, but I sort of went, yeah, you know, sometimes... a lot of this world is a little bit inconsistent, or not inconsistent, but incongruent, whatever. Her accent might not necessarily have been necessary to the story, but her parents were Japanese, and she took her in when she was 5. Until the moment we met, I thought it was my destiny to live my life out all alone, but as soon as I laid eyes on her, that changed. I knew in my heart that I had to protect her, make sure no one ever hurt her, though I ended up doing that myself by being too overprotective in the end. I've tried to make up for it. My daughter's leaving the nest at last, and I couldn't be happier for her. Now all I can do is pray and hope for the best. And I'd be awful grateful if you could look in on her and her husband from time to time, just to make sure they're doing okay. Alright, fine. George Batten from the way station west of Capital City. You're the guy I don't remember half the time. I know this is going to sound crazy, but you've got to believe me, Sam. I was at the incinerator. They'd found a body near the way station, and it needed to be burned. Since we don't exactly have a team of corpse disposal guys on call, I was given the job. I've been outside more than the other guys lately, so it makes sense. Wasn't like I could say no, someone had to do it. Doesn't mean I wasn't scared shitless, though. I don't have dooms or anything, but you don't need special powers to know when a BT's caught your scent. I could tell they weren't far behind, and I just wanted to get the job done and come home. But then one of the fuckers popped up out of nowhere and nearly gave me a heart attack. Somehow I made it into the incinerator without getting grabbed, and that's when things got really weird. I saw a glowing thing. This light, I guess. Probably one of the inverse BTs. I forgot what they called them. Cars, right? This light, I guess. I wanted to take a closer look, but I wasn't about to take any chances. I had to get the hell out of there. I can't stop thinking about it now. You should check it out if you have the chance. I can't get back to the eastern section, George. The Age of Printed Nukes. Alright. I used to have this prepper friend, an older guy, who'd always talk about how the good old days, before the Death Stranding. Okay. 3D printing was all the rage, apparently. And the tech could be used to spit out pretty much anything you could think of, even the most complicated stuff. Not easily, but yes, it can, to an extent. Like, it doesn't mean there's not a lot of work to make that happen. Didn't take long for the first gun to be printed. All you had to do was input the right data, and you had yourself a firearm. Not a very good one, by all accounts. People didn't think much of it at first, just kids messing around and all that, but it didn't stop there. Printed guns became printed bombs. Printed bombs became printed nukes. Illegal as hell, of course, but the government couldn't do anything to stop it. If you've got no idea who's packing... I don't know how many people are printing nukes. It's... that can't really be a thing. I'm sure you could print a dirty bomb. Up to a point, but... What... I mean, most 3D printers work in plastic. How do you still need... a uranium core. You still need a complex, difficult to make firing mechanism to prime a atomic weapon. You can't just print uranium. Maybe in this day and age, maybe with the chiral printer you could. If you've got no idea who's packing a nuke, the best course of action is to make sure you're packing one yourself, right? That's how people thought back then anyway. Mutually assured destruction for every honest citizen. People saw enemies everywhere, terrorists, sleeper cells, and all that shit. Then, of course, there was an explosion. The Death Stranding had nothing to do with nukes, of course, but people were pretty quick to jump to the wrong conclusion. Almost everyone assumed it was terrorism. Why wouldn't you? Well, I think an explosion that big, terrorist would not be high on my likelihood. I would think, you know, foreign power, not... Which, I guess, whether or not a foreign power can commit terrorism is up for debate, but if it's an act of... it would sound like World War III to me. Not necessarily... I don't really think it's likely that terrorists have big boy nukes. And if they do, I don't think they can shoot them. Anyway, this old-timer didn't want anything to do with other people. He just wanted to shut himself up in his shelter and be left alone. He was scared. Everything that came before had led to a world filled with weapons. I could see where he was coming from, thinking society and government were doomed to fail, but I'm more optimistic. As long as we remember the mistakes of the past, as we strive for a brighter future, I believe we can prevent another explosion. Guess what I'm saying is, I'm fully aware of the risks, but I think we've got to give the UCA a shot. Okay. That's that. That's the mail. Lots of slightly pretentious, weird stuff in there. You got a lot of very enthusiastic individuals around. Let's head out. I want to try this goddamn otter hat. I'm sure it's gonna be some kind of weird joke, but we're gonna have a cutscene first. Look at those golden ladders on my arms. That's glorious. Okay, this one again. I'm gonna skip it.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, I've seen that one before. Let's, I think it's just now cycling through once. I think I've seen all of those cutscenes I'm going to. Okay, before I pick up any orders at Lake Knot City.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Yay. Bunch of new lights. Paths I laid down were used. Other players are pleased with me. Now, it would be... Not there. Not there. The last one. Okay, I couldn't have got that more wrong if I'd tried. Hologram generator. Sandalweed. It should be in here, right? Otter hood. No. This had goddamn well better do something. You may take on characteristics of an otter, becoming a stronger swimmer as a result. Only downside is that you may struggle to be taken seriously. Well, he's not put it on. I was hoping to actually transform into an otter. I can see it there, actually. That might make me swim better. I avoid swimming when at all possible. Let's, Oh no, I can wear the otter hood as well. Look, I'm not going to jump into the water to test that. Ah, I didn't know that actually that was wearable. I haven't really been trying with this sort of thing. I'm not going to wear the valve. Opening one of these valves is said to release a powerful jet of steam, but that can't be done with this version since it's for decorative purposes only. Alright. And there's the hologram generator. It's actually kind of neat. Alright. Test it out. I mean, the otter hat isn't really disturbing me. It's just sort of there. I guess I can wear it. And if I do get stuck in water, it might help, so I'll leave it there. Let's take those off and we'll just, I want to put that hat back on. I got taken off at some point. But, you know, you gotta protect your eyes. Let's go get these orders. And, get on with things. Careful. First things first is the mule chip recovery. Let's accept that now, and I'll leave the emergency provisions for a second. Because I want to do that ahead of time. I am gonna have to go retrieve my bike from the junk dealer. I have got a bunch of ceramics just sitting here. For some of the roads up ahead. I've got nearly 1,200. Can I load that onto the truck? Apparently not. I'm too far away. Don't know when I'm going to deal with that.
Order assigned.
Is there any way... I'm trying to check the map here. But while he's climbing in, you don't get access to the map. There it is. That was weird. Yeah, ranked event. Alright, so from this post box, I think. Do we know? Can we see durability 85%? The one I created is at 85% as well. This is the one I've almost finished. If I just bring a bunch of ceramics to it, I could finish this off, and I might try to do that. But I'm going to have to repair... I'm going to look at my original road and see if I can repair it or what it'll take to repair it.
Have a pleasant journey.
There's the paver unit. Bond with BB is strengthened. Let me just have a quick look. So you can see it's rusted up a bit over here, but the road doesn't look degraded. That's nice. Structure menu is the pause button. Repair structure requires... $212 chiral crystals to repair it to full? That how that works? And did that work?
Over here!
Durability is at nearly 100%. Alright, so just donate chiral crystals to rebuild the roads. I'm sure that's manageable. I may have to draw chiral crystals out of the... like... distribution centers and not cities and such. I wonder what upgrade this V-chip will give me. Three, two, one. I think I might have gotten it. Oh, this guy saw me. Yeah, I was hoping for too much, I think. I've got 2 bowler guns on me. I probably shouldn't have 2. You first. How did that do? Do you know if you're out for the count? I'll have to go up and check. No, I didn't knock him out. Problem with hitting them at a distance is that they're too far away really to make knocking them out practical. It didn't alert his friends. Lower down. I don't know why I want to do this one a little more stealthily. Approaching destination. I've got another guy on the other side of this hill. I've got 2 individuals down here. Marked another one. Oh. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this stealthily. I'm not in a good position. That should be a headshot. Knocked out. I don't know about this guy, but I should definitely try to make sure he's knocked out. I don't see anyone behind this area. They haven't alerted their friends. Maybe they don't have radios. I think I got in silently. A lot of resins here. They didn't detect me on the way in because I counter-scanned them. We're in the post box. There's the V-engraved chip. Carry on back. Some lost cargo for the engineer. Tiny bit of ceramics. Plenty of metals. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything overly useful there. Nothing going back to Lake Knot. Not really gonna bother heading onto the engineer. Oh, hello. Okay, so there's someone approaching the camp. He might notice his unconscious friends. But I should be long gone by the time he's able to call off the alarm. Alright. Silent. Oh. First silent and peaceful infiltration. I only had to knock out 3 guys. There we go. Left or us alive. Now, I probably should have disabled that mule camp entirely. But I haven't done that before. Quite so cleanly. And it was nice. It was definitely enjoyable to get in and out quietly without causing a ruckus. Wanted to do that first. No point in grabbing anything else if I'm coming straight back here. Just weigh me down and clog up my orders list. Alright. I wonder if this actually does anything. Recovery strip stolen by mules. There you go, Johnny.
Hey, Sam. Good to see you. The legend does it again. Everything looks to be in perfect condition. Thank you, Sam.
I wonder what this will give me. Yep. I'm gonna skip. Reverse trike. Yaiba Kusanagi. Can now... Okay, Jay has upgraded the compass. It can now be used to temporarily disable sensor poles. Select a sensor pole in compass mode in order to disable it. Using this function will drain Sam's battery. That actually sounds like... Is that the motion sensors for the mule camps?
Good work. New order available. Please access...
Alright, I'll read that. You're a good mano, Sam. The data on this chip, eye-opening. Like I figured out it would be. I know our worlds were never meant to mix. Recall impaired. Probably an accident. An accident back in mine was the trigger, and the Corellium did the rest. But back in mine, home sweet home, can't say we've got anything as crazy as Corellium back home. From what I've seen of yours, our tech is a step ahead, and you've earned another taste, Portino. I've upgraded your reverse trike with the chip data. Scan it, and I think you'll dig it. This new and improved version's got better defense and can jump farther. I remember it's called the... I'm going to butcher this pronunciation. Yaiba Kusanagi. I also tricked out the compass. Sensor pulse security systems that the mules and terrorists use are shit. Dog shit. But now, you can use the compass mode to short them out for a minute. When in range, just focus on one of the poles. Be careful, though. Shorting sensor poles using your compass burns through more battery than the other feature I added. Alright. I'll give it a try. Even in another franchise, I can't get away from Johnny Silverhand's nagging. What have we got? Distribution center. I want something for the distribution center. Because I want to get there. Alright, we've got urgent... No. Recovery, construction materials, still on my mules. Prototype tar-based fuel. 450 kilos, though. And then there is some materials delivery. Ceramics. No way I can carry all this in the truck, I don't think. Well, I don't know. Only 2 extra large. These should stack the other large. I can always try. And I can do multiple runs if I really need to. It's not that difficult. Plus, I want to bring the ceramics down there as well. And all the stuff I need for South Knot. And the premium delivery... Oh, yes. Deliver all of it with less than 8% damage. I mean, if I can deliver all of it, I may have to do 2 runs, and it shouldn't get any damage. So I'll select the premium delivery and accept the order. Now, this new bike... It's quite expensive. Let me just make one. It's a new type, so it doesn't count as having 2 in one region. I don't really want to be making... more than one type of bike in one region, but it is nicely decaled. I can't change the color scheme of this one, no. I don't recognize the livery from Cyberpunk. It certainly doesn't look like Jackie's bike. Looks like a, you know, it's got samurais on it, so yeah. Then again, I missed one of the major plot threads in that game deliberately. So, I'm not going to use this. I'll just store it. But it's there. I'd like something more personal, frankly. Haha, not even close. Okay. What have I got offloaded? I'd have to... There's no way I can take any other cargo. And I can't use the vehicle. Alright. 2 trips. This could take a minute. Took a bit of fiddling, and I had to leave my other bowler gun and one of the container repair sprays behind. I can do one of these. I'm hoping I can do this in split orders. Let's double check that before I accidentally go down there. Deliver at least 300 kilograms. Doesn't actually say whether or not I can deliver it in part. But I've got more than 300 kilograms on me, don't I? Actually, I'm currently carrying 360 kilograms. Alright, I'll see you down in the distribution center, and I'll speak to Fragile there. Then I'll come back and do the rest of this. And get the ceramics for the next section of the road. So all of that is kind of delaying me, but I'm still doing stuff. I don't think I'll be able to carry this. No, I'm completely chock, aren't I? Never mind. Sorry, that's gonna have to stay there. Now, I did have an idea. I can get what's left... No. I can get what's left in Lake Knot down here faster, and I can carry it on my back. If I take the long-range trike, which I've got at the junk dealer, I'll have to go back for it, but I can pick that up and, you know, finally have that back and see about those colors. No. Let's make a partial delivery and continue. Is that completed? Do I not have to get the rest? Because I can go back.
Good work.
Okay, that's not a complete order.
Please access delivery terminal for further.
I'm gonna have a poke. Take on orders. There are no orders for Sam. I think what I've got to do is go into my... I've got to go into my private room to speak with Fragile. Do you have anything from the junk dealer? No, that's the craftsman. Timefall farm junk dealer. Chiral crystal ornaments to the junk dealer. Alright, done. Fragile order. Sorry. I keep having to do this. Select premium delivery. No, deliver 2 pieces of cargo with less than 20% damage. Select that. And what I'll also do is accept that order as my own order. That's all I need. And I will also, leaving on everyone else's bike present, I'll take these and confirm. I'm trying to get back to the orders menu. I want to check the bot deliverable orders. Materials delivery seem to be the best thing the bots can do. If I take on a bot deliverable order to, say, the Craftsman, classic open world games. Projected post-delivery damage only 23%. But it's only 10 kilos. Material delivery, resins and special alloys. What about up to the Lake Knot? 80%, 57%, 12% for the pre-standing checks on American history. Pesticides, 85%. Alright. And 97% for the Elder. These are pointless. I can get some medals to the engineer, though. Ah, bugger it. Go ahead. And I'll take these to the craftsman. I've got 2 bots available. Let's dispatch both of them. Dum-da-dum. Cute humming is just it's too much. Alright, the junk dealer. Leaving my truck here. Because I'm going to pick up my bike and I don't want to leave the truck out in the open. It's not my truck anyway, it's a mule truck I stole. Shouldn't be too bad of a trek. Out to the junk dealer. I might try this new quick hack, I suppose it would be, on the...
Weapons restrictions lifted.
If I come across any motion detectors for the mule camps, and I might try that out. I should upgrade this at some point. This looks fine. I don't need to repair it yet. Doesn't look at all rusty. So I'm not going to worry about it. There is a cavern in my way. I do have ladders. I'm going to be near the film director, I suppose. I should grab this. I can just run across. And I'll be picking up my bike from the junk dealer. There is a chiral bridge across this. Or is there? There's a cavern there, but a ravine there, but not the one I'm worried about. Did I lose the junk dealer? What part of... Don't hide. Did you not understand? This bridge someone started here has not been finished. But there is a chiral bridge next to it. I'm gonna... I don't see the... Oh, there you are. There we go. Let's shut that one down. Will this work for me? I don't fall through it. God, that's concerning. I know it can prevent me from going through. Okay, we've got a mule in front of me. Oh, there's a parade of them. I do have a bowler gun. There may be a fight here. If I can't get around these guys. They're going one way. This guy's going another. Is there any reason I can't sneak between them? Well, one of these guys seems like they're going to spot me. I should drop this guy now. Make sure he's out for the count. Low. They can definitely see me from this distance. I mean, I'm fairly conspicuous, and they're going to come across their mate. This may become a fight. But it hasn't become one yet. I'm surprised. I remember their... No, they're going away from me. I remember their vision cone being actually quite significant. Alright, what do we got? Maybe an issue. I'm gonna have to come round. If this becomes a fight, remember, I've taken a premium delivery promising to take very little damage. God, they're right over there, but they're moving away from me. Cross! Someone's detected me. And there's the... Oh, shit. There was a guard on this bridge. He's got friends. Go, 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 go. Run away. Not quite. Can they follow me? I can run away from them. It's not a problem. They're coming after me. Okay. Oh, that didn't hit him. That should have got him. How far outside of their own territory will they follow me? come on. They've lost me. Run, 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 run. If I make it to the junk dealer's place, I'm sure. Don't think I alerted them. And I made it to the junk dealers. They did a scan, but in the wrong direction. I got away from them. Whew, that was a nice little, emergent event. Where's my bike? It should be right there. Don't tell me I've lost it. I might have left it in the... Online reverse trike, not mine. Underwear. This might have my bike in it? I don't know. Do I have any idea where I've left it? I thought it would just be here when I got back. It's not. Might be a problem. There's the crater digestive bath, actually. Huh. Deliver requested cargo. No damage. Despite my best efforts to the contrary. It's all there, all yours.
Delivering cargo.
I only came out here to get my bike.